Alright, well, I'm gonna use Grayjay here. I'm gonna see how well it's working. So far today, doesn't look like my home feed is showing up, so let's just go ahead and watch Louis Rossman, who's made this wonderful app, and, uh-oh. Why is it not working? You want to reload? Yeah, sure, I'll reload. Using outdated logic. Try restarting the plugin or the app. Okay, well, let me do that real quick. I'll just restart the app. This should be pretty quick. I'm sure with all of these years of computer technology advancing, a free app here would be rather quick, especially competing with YouTube. YouTube and all of these other platforms. Well, go ahead here. Let's see how good your clippy movement is. Oh, no. It broke again. All right, let's try this again. Okay. Well, it says it's outdated logic, so maybe I have to go and update it. Huh, no, there's no update. Do I check for an update here? I updated this last night. It said it's the latest version. Okay, well let's try re-enabling and disabling it. Grayjay update required. Well, I've updated Grayjay. So is there another update? I checked and it turns out there isn't. So okay, this is a little weird. Why the fuck is your app not working here, Lewis? Well then, it would seem a little hypocritical for someone who you know, is not okay when software that requires money doesn't fucking work, and when free shit doesn't work. So Grayjay costs money here. Let's see how YouTube compares. Grayjay, this app that I can't customize. Oh, it's open source, but do you think I want to program that shit? Here's how quickly YouTube loaded up, and hell, I even got plugins to make it look like the old YouTube. Let's go see your video here, Louis Rossman. Huh. Well, you know, I was listening to Grayjay before your shitty updates and crappy software support completely broke it. Oh, it was Google who did it. I don't give a shit who did it. This app doesn't fucking work. Lewis, I thought the whole point of your fucking app was to make it so I wouldn't need to go back to YouTube and I can just use it anonymously. So, I'm gonna be real with you, dude. That's kind of a real downer. So, until you fix Grayjay, I'm gonna stay unsubscribed from your YouTube channel, and I'm gonna keep the clippy off of my avatars because it's become apparent to me, especially with a lot of your recent videos, that you're not willing to put your money where your mouth is. A lot of your new videos, I think, are pretty shitty. Usually they have a bunch of retarded tangents that go off, say a bunch of nonsense. You're talking about Amazon advertising DRM free video, ebooks that have restricted DRMs. Good video here. But in this 8-minute video, you go off on tangents, you talk about steakhouses and taking people out for fucking dinners on dates. Dude, how can you be critical of companies having a rapist mentality, and then you constantly rape me with all of these retarded jokes and sexual innuendos you keep putting in your videos? There's one video with this other fat piece of shit. This is not actual educational content. This is just you and your butt buddy here making a copy pasta that's read for 2 minutes and 22 seconds. And it's funny how you'll be critical of other people like Ross Scott from Accursed Farms, who did the whole Stop Killing Games movement, and that seems to actually be going ahead through the courts. But in the same stride, you say you want to focus in on this stuff and get it done. Well, Ross got that done. He focused all in and got that done. He didn't care about tangents. He said, okay, well, that's not going to stop companies from killing games, so I don't care. I'm just not going to do it. I am only going to focus in on the things that will get me results. And he got results. He got results. He got 1.4 million people to sign a public European Citizens Initiative, petition. So, I'm kind of more inclined to think, what with Accursed Farms versus old Louis Rossman here, that Ross Scott was really kind of more willing to put his money where his mouth is, and meanwhile this dickweed is willing to more just dick around and constantly flip-flop from issue to issue, really only to just get people offended and kind of just, fearmonger. This is the kind of thing I talked about in an earlier video of mine on the channel, an addendum to Three of Spades. This guy is using what limited power and reach he has to constantly flip-flop on bullshit issues, instead of just going all in on one issue and then moving to the other. Lewis, if you want to make change with your clippy movement, you need to go all in on one thing. Like, let's say you want to drive to do AI, no AI surveillance. Okay, how about you just make your channel for a while all AI surveillance, instead of AI surveillance, Amazon, Ring doorbells, Grayjay, and all of this shit that still doesn't fucking work. I've updated this app 17 times. I've installed all of the, .NET Framework 8 dependencies to make this work. And you'll be on your channel talking about piracy and all this other stuff. Don't get it mixed up here. There's a lot of shit that companies do that are fucking terrible, that basically have to lead you into piracy. Because why would you pay for something if you're just going to be punished? You're going to be treated like a criminal regardless. So why the fuck wouldn't you just pirate? I totally empathize with that. I understand that. But dude, this is fucking unorganized. You need to go all in on one thing here. Whether this be your Grayjay app, because it's not fucking working. Whether this be Amazon, because they're doing bullshit. Whether this be, uphold data collection, because that's bullshit. Or AI. Not all of this shit at the same time. You know why you didn't get anywhere with Mac computers? Same bullshit, dude. Don't half-ass a bunch of things, whole-ass one thing. Ron Swanson. That's kind of been something that's been bugging me, and I felt I should rant about. I'm going to be unsubscribing from your YouTube channel until you get this shit turned around. I'm very disappointed in you.